What's up, Transformers fans? Mondo here, and welcome to week 24 of Moonbase 84's year-long celebration, celebrating 40 years of Grimlock and the Dinobots. And for this week, I thought it'd be fun to build this Grimlock AMK Mini Series model kit, and also go over the results of a poll question I put out. So we're gonna have like a debate topic after I build the kit. Now, this is actually the third Grimlock AMK Mini Series model kit that I've had, and this is the only one I haven't built yet. I ended up with 3 of them around Christmas time as Christmas gifts, but it's fortuitous that I did not build this one yet, because it this model kit, in a sense, is what sparked the poll question I had put out last week. We'll start by just checking out the box real quick. Here you have a really cool G1 Grimlock image and very nostalgic type Transformers packaging with the grid lines and stuff. 40 years of Transformers, Yolopark, just Transformers on that side, Grimlock on that side, and the kit and what the parts entail for the kit, the other kits in the line, and the finished Grimlock model kit. And he is a small model kit, not much going on with him, but still fun little quick build and makes for a fun little Grimlock. Out of the box, you get the instruction booklet that has the same image of Grimlock that we saw on the box, and then just instructions. As you can see, there's not much going on. Very simple little build, and that's what Grimlock will look like. Here he is, all the parts in the tray. Again, really simple build. You probably don't really need the instructions, but we're going to build him and check him out. Okay, so here are all the parts out of the tray, and I'm just going to quickly build it. You don't need glue or anything. So first we'll start with the dino leg. The legs, I think, we'll do. Make sure I have it the right way. It's just plug it in like a commercial. Plug that leg in. There we go. Then we will do the tail, assemble the tail. Again, just plugging the 2 pieces of the tail together, click them in, and there you go. Then we'll do his little dino arms, which are on ball joints, and get those in, make sure they don't pop out, like so. Like so. Very stiff and tight to get in there. Yep, they're in there nice. And then, of course, the head snaps in here, like so. In there, you have Grimlock all put together. Do that. Okay, let's take a closer look at the final build of Grimlock. Of course, he is very G1 accurate, because that's what he's supposed to be. So he's the old school way of thinking of how a T-Rex was. Tail dragger. I still say we need updated Dinobots. So, but the kit itself, the build, has a lot of nice detail. You get the gold, and the gold here on the back, and then you get the grays, more gold on the belly, red, nice crisp Autobot symbol, the blue eyes. Articulation, his head moves up, moves down. But if you don't move the bottom jaw, which does articulate, well, if you move his head all the way down, he looks goofy because his jaw disappears, but it is articulated. You can, I think, yep, you can swivel his head, as we showed during the build. His arms are on really tight ball joints. His legs rotate. He's got a little knee bend. No pivot or anything, and the feet don't move. And then the tail does swivel like that. So very basic articulation, and of course he doesn't transform or anything. So obviously he's not a very intricate, involved model kit, but for the simplicity of the build, to me, this Grimlock model kit makes fun little desk toys to mess around with. I actually have one of the 3 that I own. Like I said, I got 3 around Christmas time separately. I have one of them at work on my desk as a little decoration for my desk at work, and I mess with them here and there. So yeah, I think for that function, it's pretty cool. Or if you're just a Grimlock fan in general, it's cool to have a little Grimmy by your side. Now, the reason I said it was fortuitous I still had one of these to build was it relates to the poll question that I put out last week. And the reason I put out that poll question was because I wanted to see what you guys thought about the question, the topic at hand. But what it was is I was at my buddy's comic shop, how this started, and we were talking about the bigger Yolopark G1 model kits like the Prime, Megatron, Starscream, and I believe they announced Soundwave. And I was saying to him that I hope they did a Grimlock, but I also said that I hope they do a robot mode and a dino mode, because, you know, I think Grimlock's robot mode obviously looks awesome as well. And then that got into the topic of me saying that I always have trouble deciding how I'm going to display my Dinobots, because a lot of the robot modes of all dinosaur transforming robots are just as cool as the dino modes. And he said his answer was always dino mode. You always display Dinobots in dino mode. So I thought that was interesting, so I decided to put the poll question up, which was asking you guys how you display your Dinobot collection. And the results were actually kind of interesting. And the reason I thought those results were interesting, because I thought when I posted the question on the community page that definitely dino mode was going to win, like he was saying. I got thinking, I was like, I bet you most people do display their Dinobots in dino mode because dinosaurs are awesome. But it's interesting, and I'll put it up on the screen, the actual results. 16 people answered. 44% said that they displayed their Dinobots in dino mode. 31% said a mix of both, which is what I do. And only 25% said dino mode. So dino mode was last. More people, at least from my small sample, actually display all their Dinobots in robot mode, which is really interesting to me, because I did think, posing the question, that dino mode would have won. But of course, I would like to get a bigger sample size of answers. So if you didn't happen to see that poll question post, drop me a comment in this video and let me know how you display your Dinobots. Robot mode, dino mode, or mix of both. And it'd be great to hear from more people. So this week's celebration video, celebrating 40 years of Grimlock and the Dinobots, was a bit short and sweet, but I did have fun building myself another little desk Grim to mess around with, and it gave me a chance to reach out and interact with you guys, because I love doing that and I love hearing from you. And if you stumbled on the video, please consider subscribing if you're new, and all that jazz. We'll be back next week with week 24 of our celebration, celebrating Grimlock and the Dinobots. And we also have other stuff during the week, always up, reviews, discussions, and things like that. And we're working on starting a podcast. So make sure you check that out if you're interested. And until next time, thanks for docking.